Willie D. Live.
The sentence enhancement laws of 1985 and the crime bill of 1994, Bill Clinton and the other brother, you know what I'm saying, Joe Biden, you know, they created these laws. It created a mass incarceration problem, right? And the same thing happened with the pimp gang. Snoop Dogg pimping all over the world. You know, Project Pat, you know, I'm a pimp like Ken, you know, 50 Cent. You know, the same thing. If you're a pimp like Ken, why the hoes don't treat you? Snoop Dogg pimping all over us. T.I. Pimp Scott Click. You know, Nelly Pimp Juice. All that stuff created the environment with the pimping in the hip hop, right? And because of that, and because Europeans, you know, just like they just caught, you know, the brother online, he had the gun in his back pocket, and they found him in San Diego. You know, they said they've seen the gun, and the police, it was the hip hop police looking at it. Well, they look at music as well, and they say, okay, this is the direction they're going. Let's create a statute. It's 5,000 statutes on the federal statute. One of those statutes is called human trafficking. They make a statute every day. I'll give you an example. Boosie. You know, Boosie. I just did a book deal with him. You know, that's that book, Cross the Track. You know what I'm saying? That's on there on that DVD. Yeah, I did. The track, right? Yeah, on the back. Yeah, I did that. I did that book with Boosie, Cross the Track. But Boosie just beat the case. He beat the case, and when he beat the case because another dude had a similar case, and he argued the fact that because he didn't commit a crime that was of a violent nature, that therefore the trigger lock law doesn't apply to him. Boosie lawyer used that same precedent, that same case law, and got Boosie out. But then they came back, it's another law, and you got to remember talking about the United States versus Terrence Hatchett. They came out with another law saying that if you smoke drugs, if you smoke weed or do any kind of drugs and you're an addict and you got a gun, that's an entire different charge. Well, the same thing with human trafficking. You know, if you have an underage girl, that's human trafficking, but they enhance it and they build up on the statute. And that's why, you know, we know that these laws are designed to destroy our community. I think Chester Williams called it the destruction of the black civilization. Kwanzaa Kajufa called it the conspiracy to destroy young black boys. And my man, Dr. Naeem Akbar, called it the psychological image and change of slavery. So there are many examples. And if you listen to Malcolm X, anybody that's listening, go listen to Malcolm X right now. You know what I'm saying? And then listen to Farrakhan right now. They saying 50 years later after his death, they saying the same exact message. And that message, 60 years later, that message is white supremacy, systemic racism. You know, yeah. Tariq Nasheed had 5 joints called Hidden Colors, and we still missing the point. You know, it is white supremacy and is hyperbolic, you know what I mean, and is on steroids. And we got to understand that. And not only white supremacy, but systemic racism. You know,
if we're missing the point after all that time, we're not trying to get the point. That's all. It's as simple as that, because it's everywhere. If you can't see what's happening at this point, you know, you're not trying to see what's happening. You spoke about the glamorization of pimping, right? Mm-hmm. In hip hop. Mm-hmm. Is it accurate? Yeah, I just want to be clear. Is it accurate to say that pimping had a more negative than positive effect on our culture?
Well, no, pimping has nothing to do with the culture because 85% of these niggas ain't pimps.
No, I'm saying the glamorization of it. You know,
no. I think Scarface.
Because you just talked about.
Well, I think Colors. The movie Colors had a negative depiction of our people, on our culture. I think Al Pacino, Scarface, New Jack City. All these movies that we watch, Training Day, it's Hollywood. It's not the movie, it's Hollywood depicting these imageries and pushing these narratives and this propaganda. That's what it is. It don't make a difference. Today is pimping. Guess what? Now they talking about, what's that, fentanyl? You know what I'm saying? It's going to always be something that they're going to use to target the community.
I get you.
But pimping is definitely, no, pimping is not the reason, because as a former pimp and one of the top ones in the game, I didn't see these dudes, man. I didn't see Snoop. I didn't see T.I. I didn't see none of them dudes out there on the blade.